Hello everyone, Ashwini here. So today we will discuss uh, how to create new project or a new game. So start the process. Okay. So first of all, install the GDevelop and then download the game assets. The term assets refers to game audio and video media such as show, sound effect and splits. Every game needs assets and to make your life that little bit easier. This tutorial provides the asset you need to create the game. Okay, then create a new project. First of all, in a GDevelop a project is a container of for a gamer's assets and logic. In this tutorial, the terms project and games are used synonymously to create a project. First of all, launch a GDevelop, then select a create a new project, then choose a folder for the project and then select empty game. Okay, then next add a scene to the game. Then first of all, the setting of this page, your page size and etc. So set the page. Then next, add a scene to the game. A game is made up of a scene. Typically, each scene is a different screen in the game. For example, the main menu, pause menu, and each level in the game would all be different scenes. Okay, to add a scene to the game, first expand the scene panel if it is not already expanded. So expand the scene panel. Then next select click to the add a scene. Okay. Then next add object to the scene. A scene is made up of object. Everything is a user sees or interact with is an object, including the playable character, enemies, and parts of the environments. GDevelop provide different types of object that you can add to a game. Each type of object has unique feature and usage cases. Okay, this most common type of object is the sprite object, which lets you create a graphic that you can optionally choose and animate. Okay, to create a object in first the in the object panel, click add a new project, then select sprite. Then in the object name field type of jump or run. Anyway, when the object opens, click add animation, and even through a label says add animation sprite object don't have to be animated. Okay, then click add and select the your png file assets and then apply. Okay, then next change the background color or not, just your choice. The two white the not look great on the gray background. To change the background color of the scene, the right click the scene background, then select scene properties, then click scene background color, and then next choose a nice shade of blue. Okay, then next preview the game. It is good to get into the habit of generally previewing your games. Then when some things break, it is easier to figure out of of this problem. Okay, to launch a preview of a game, click the preview button in the toolbar. Okay, then next, save the game. It is also good to get into the habit of regularly saving your games. You can save the game via the file menu or by using a keyboard shortcut Control plus S on Windows or a CMD plus S on a Mac OS. Okay, then next, then create an object. The first step is to create an object that represent the playable characters. If you follow the first part of this tutorial, this should be a familiar process to create an object for the payable characters. Create a spread object name player, then use the p1 stands.png your png file, then asset as the animation only frame, then assign a name of a idle to the animation, then drag an instance of the object into the scene, then add a behavior to the object. If a preview the game, you can't control the player object. This is because by default object do not anything. To make object do something, you need to assign one or more behavior to them. Okay, GDevelop comes with a large library of behavior that you can add to object in a matter of click. Okay, one of these behavior is the platform character behavior, which lets you control an object as a playable character. To add a platform character behavior to the object, okay, to right click the player object, then select edit the object, then switch to behavior tab, then click add a behavior to the object, then select platform character and click apply. Okay, if you preview the game, you can control the player with the arrow key, and there is a side effect through an object with the platform character behavior is affected by gravity. Okay, so in this case the playable character quickly fall out of the frame. Okay, then next, follow an object with the camera. To prevent the character from falling out of the frame, the game needs platform and camera that follow the player. The next part of the tutorial is about platform. So this selection is about the cameras. To make a cameras follow the player, you can need create a event. In GDevelop events let you define cause and effect. So when something happens, you can trigger something else to happen. Okay, to add a center to the camera on the object action, to open the event editor, click add a new event, then without specifying a condition, click add action. By not specifying a condition, the action run in every frame. Therefore, if the game run at 16 frames per second and the action runs 16 times per second, click the other action, then expand layer and camera, select center the camera on an object, then select the player object and click OK. Okay, then if you preview the game, this player still falls. There are still no platform after all, but the camera also follow the players. As a result, the player remains within the frame. Okay, thank you.